Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 543 of the Daily 180, and today I want to continue our conversation about around the tribe of mentors by talking again about something that Terry Crews brought up in his interview. He had a quote that he said, "God will not have his work done by cowards." Now, that quote was actually originally given by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he attributes it appropriately in his book. But he mentions that that is a big piece of his life and of what's going on in his life. When I first came across that, there were two things that jumped out at me. The first one was not very many people talk about God anymore, and so that kind of caught my attention. But the other thing was this idea that somehow the good work that is going to be done is not going to be done unless we can be the antithesis of a coward, unless we can be brave. And sometimes being brave means that we need to step out there and take action when maybe we don't know what the outcomes are going to be. Maybe we have to be willing to take certain kinds of risks. As I was thinking about this, I thought, well, most of us have a relationship with bravery that is one of those, well, I'll know it when I see it. Or when I see somebody doing something, oh, that's brave. Well, that's great, but how do we help people cultivate that in their lives? How do we help ourselves cultivate that? One of the things that I have been fascinated by and have tried to figure out how to do in my life is to cultivate the kind of virtues that I need so that in the moment when they are required of me, I am ready to manifest them. Courage is a great example of that. We can notice courage in the moment, but if we haven't worked to develop it, to nurture it, to get it ready, well, then when we have to manifest it, it's kind of weak. And we're easily cowed and easily strayed, easily put off by the slightest amount of resistance. So, how do we cultivate that? I think the first thing that we do is we cultivate a sense of progress. We cultivate the idea that we will take small actions every day, even when they're hard. And the second thing that we must do, or maybe the thing that we must do in conjunction with that, holding them together, is maintain a sense of vision, of our worthy ideal, the focus that we talk about in the 4F words, that we have that as part of our constant reminder of what it is that we're working toward. And when we see a moment to make progress toward that, we take it. Regardless of whether it's a small action or the beginnings of a big action, doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be glorious. It just needs to be action taken toward our worthy ideal. I hope this has been useful. I know for me, it's a big piece of what I do. Some days I do it good, some days I do it bad, but I'm always trying to make progress. If this has been useful, give us a thumbs up, give us a comment in the comment section. Share this with other people so that maybe they can join us on the journey. And hit the subscribe button and the bell to be reminded when we've got more of these coming out. In the meantime, this has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.